It's swim day. I'm ready for Leah, my youngest, to go into class, and I'm ready to actually read a book. It's this book I'm reading. It's somewhere near me. I'm ready to like read a book while she's in the class, and class starts. Class starts. She meets her teacher, who she likes, loves her teacher. She meets the teacher, and they're practicing the stuff that they practice. Now, Aaliyah has some fear around putting her head underwater. She feels that something's going to happen. So we're working with that fear and things of that nature. Now, with that, one of our goals is to help her overcome that fear because she won't be able to swim if she doesn't. We get there. She's in the class going over her technique and stuff like that. And they get to a part now where they usually encourage to jump into the water while it's still shallow, and the teacher's supporting them. One thing about this place is they're really good. The classes are small and they're not overwhelming the kids at all. Hard for Aaliyah to jump in the water. Now, this is Aaliyah's third time taking this class because of that reason. And we've tried things. The lifeguard had tried things. And, she's a kid. She's 6. So the lifeguard encourages her, tells her, "Hey, I want you to try to float without the floating devices. I'm right here. Nothing's gonna happen to you." Can Aaliyah do it? I believe so. I believe the fear is so much in her head that she's gonna go under and that the water's gonna go up her nose. We've tried tons of techniques, holding her nose, all that stuff. So this time, the lifeguard gives her an opportunity to go underwater just by floating, gentle. And then Leah is telling her, "I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it." So I'm looking up from my book and I'm like, "Oh man, just wanted to enjoy. I just wanted to enjoy my book." Look up and I'm looking and I see her kind of like telling the lifeguard she's not gonna do it. So the lifeguard's like, "Okay, it's understandable. But then you have to get out of the water at this moment and wait because the next person has to go." And Aaliyah's not having. So Aaliyah starts, she starts freaking out because she's scared. She starts crying. And once she's crying, I know this is not her being uh this is not her being rude or anything like that. This is more so her she's afraid. Part of me now is a little frustrated because I I'm like, hey, I get a 30-minute kind of break. I want to read to catch up on this book, and my daughter is freaking out. She she's crying and she gets ready to run over to where I'm at on the other side. And instead, I just started walking towards her. And for some reason, I was like, man, she's got to get in there. For some reason, my body started to just calm down. My body started to just realize, be a safe space for her at this moment. This is not necessarily a big teaching moment. This is more so uh, be there for her. So she gets there, I get there to her. She's crying and stuff like that. So I just kneel down, not realizing that she was also embarrassed because there are adults on this side, the kid in her class, and then she didn't do it. So she's embarrassed. So I kneel down and I hug her and I say, hey, it's okay. How do you feel?" She's crying. I don't want to float. Da, 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 da." So I give her just a choice. It's okay. You're fine. Do you want to leave or do you want to try again? I don't want to leave. And I just put my hand on her back. Do you want to leave? Do you want to try again? Either or is fine. She takes a deep breath. She stops crying and she gets back in the pool. What I learned from that is sometimes, a lot of times, connection usually comes before any type of correction. I also learned that safety comes first in a person's body, that person being my daughter. But that's not the way I grew up. I more so you just saw a discipline or a correction just come. It wasn't a warning or any of that stuff. I believe strongly that if I would have went there with tons of correction, with tons of do this, if you're not gonna do it, let's leave now. If I would have went with that type of energy, I would have not only ruined that moment, but she probably would have started feeling nervous to come to me whenever else she has challenges. That's something that we don't want. We want our children to, our two daughters to come to us no matter what they feel like. Like, no matter what they're fighting, we want them to feel comfortable to come to us. Long story short, after the pool, she came back after the class. She came back. She looks looking sad. I'm like, what's going on? I didn't want to leave, and we just talked about it on the way there. With helping her overcome her fear, I also realized within myself that I'm a safe space for her. So I cannot be this person who's shouting out orders. And that actually heals me in a lot of ways. That that presence heals me, realizing that as a father, I still can command things in a gentle way, but connection has to come first. That moment also taught me more than what I initially thought, because I didn't realize she saw the people around her looking at her, because she started saying, "I'm not gonna go in." And it wasn't out of being insubordinate. It was out of her being nervous, and she started saying this, and of course people are looking. What do you learn from things like this? Not here to teach you anything, but just asking you, what do you learn from things like this? Maybe with your kids, maybe with your students. What do you learn from things like this? I believe their little bodies are sometimes so nervous. There's a lot going on in their head, and sometimes they're just needing some connection. And that's what I learned. Connection comes before correction. And that's it. Be good, guys. Go be with God.